What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Skillz. This is SOFE, Season Over Fire Everyone show.
Let's go!
We got Bo in the house.
Season Over Fire Everybody!
We got Sir Slorebag yelling in gibberish and making little sense already.
It's not gibberish, it's Chewbacca-ish.
And our special guest,
What's your mess?
all the way from Southern California, our longtime boy of over almost 30 years, John Tandog, whose nickname I was going to use, I didn't come up with one.
Lakers lover.
Not a chance.
We're coming at you right on the heels. Someone's mic is blocking us, Slorebag. Okay. We're coming at you right on the heels of Miami falling in crushing fashion in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals to the... I'm not wearing this. To the Boston Celtics, who are trying to make history by becoming the first team ever in the NBA history to come back from 3-0 down in a 7-game series. And they're one game away from doing that, one win away from doing that, after a miraculous, improbable, last-second put-back shot by Derek, don't make fun of my hairline white, on a miss, on a three-point miss in and out the buzzer by Marcus Smart. I can't imagine how the Heat must be feeling. And what the worst part of this to me, guys, and I'm going to get to you guys, your opinions on this in just one moment. What will be forgotten from this game is the ice water play by Jimmy Butler just before the game winner for Boston. When Jimmy stepped up to the line with Boston ahead by 2 points, made 3 clutch free throws, clutch ice water free throws, without a hint of fear, without a hint of apprehension. Bo, I'm going to go to you first. What do you think is going on? How do you, if you're a member of the Miami Heat, how do you rebound, no pun intended, from a defeat like that?
That's a good one.
Well, it's going to be hard, but for them, it was just a lucky tip from White, is how I look at it. That's how I would spin it if I was in the Heat's locker room, that he got lucky. He was in the right place at the right time to tip it in for the win. Otherwise, they would have won by 1, is how I would look at it.
Slorebag, I'm going to ask you to assume the role of coach Eric Spoelstra, who's been through, this is, 7 Eastern Conference Finals now. This has got to be, I can't think of any off the top of my head, any worse defeat than this. Tell me, you're Eric Spoelstra, you got Jimmy Butler, you got the rest of your team wondering what the hell just happened. Well, you had victory snatched from you with 3 seconds on the clock. Mm-hmm. What are you telling your team? How do you prepare your team?
I tell them, make vacation plans. Make sure your fishing poles are ready. Because it's over! It's over! There's no chance! There's no game 6. I know there's a game 7, but it's over! What's the name of the show? Season Over, Fire Everybody! Spoelstra should get fired. Jimmy Butler should get fired. Everybody getting fired up in here. Because it's over! Game 6 was your only shot. You messed it up at home. Now you think you're going to win on the road against Boston when you've lost 3 in a row? No! It's over! It's over! Fight like an eagle!
So, Slor, if I understand you correctly, you don't think the Boston's going to lose the series?
He said, the boot.
In case you can't tell, viewers, in case you can't tell, viewers, we've had a little alcohol tonight.
Shut up! No, we haven't!
We're good!
I haven't had any alcohol.
I want to turn to our special guest now, Brother John, all the way from LA.
Oh my!
Now, you being a Lakers fan, you're supposed to naturally hate the Celtics. So you tell me, how painful was it for you to watch Derek White, of your hated longtime rival Celtics, put in that winning shot at the buzzer?
Well, hold on.
Robot spider?
All right, hold on. First of all, I want to be clear. I am not a Laker fan.
Lakers.
I'm not a Laker fan, but
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
but to answer Skill's question,
Oh, my stomach hurts.
what was your question again?
I don't know. That's like an hour ago.
I feel like an alien. Something's gonna pop out of my stomach and go.
Oh yeah. Oh, I said you as a Lakers fan, how painful was it to watch your longtime rival Celtics?
Yeah,
Still a victory
was
from
it
defeat?
painful?
For as a true NBA fan, Yes, we don't want. These stands have been a great series, but Miami is getting the boot.
Spider-Man obviously not a fan of the Celtics either.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what the beef is between Marvel Comics and the Celtics. I'm sure there's something. As you can see, we're going a little ghetto style with tonight's recording. And I promised last week we'd have it worked out, but I am incompetent. I didn't charge our headphones. Which means we can't use our microphones. So
okay,
we're
guys.
ghetto style one more time.
I'm serious, guys. I'm serious now. I'm serious. I'm ready to focus.
No, you're not.
I'm focusing!
Skillz.
Oh my god. It hurts. Oh, my ass hurts.
What's the next topic, Skillz?
All right. Let's we're continuing on. We're gonna power through the conditions of our host here. Now this game.
What's that supposed to mean?
Whatever you want it to mean. You want some of this?
That's racist, man.
Do you want some of this? Yes or no?
Just
I'm
come
gonna
down.
Okay. So we're continuing on this a little bit longer. So Game 7 will be possible. Historic Game 7 will be on Monday night. And I believe that's going to be in Boston. And in the major sports, the three major sports. We're not counting hockey because I don't know anything about freaking
It's
hockey.
never been done, right?
It's been done once by the Boston Red Sox against the New York Yankees
But
in 2004.
NBA-wise, it hasn't been done where a 3-0 team has lost.
3 teams.
And
I forgot what teams, but they
But
mentioned
how many
3 teams.
times? Times has the other team had the home
Or 4.
court?
That I do not know. I don't even know if there's been any team that even come back and get 3 victories, let alone 4.
I'm pretty sure
there
most of
was-
those, the team that was done didn't have home court on Game 7.
And the team that lost certainly did not lose in a fashion like that.
Oh my
This
god,
might be the first time
that
ever.
was Ray Allen-esque. Ray Allen-esque, like 0.3 seconds, and he just like whoop.
Referring to Ray Allen's infamous 3-pointer off a missed free throw rebound, offensive rebound that beat the San Antonio Spurs in Game 6 of the 2013 NBA Finals, setting up
One of the greatest
the
shots of all
Game 7.
time.
One of the greatest shots.
Like that was
Get LeBron his
like
second ring.
he was like fading
Second one,
away.
yes.
He was like fading away from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
And somehow made it. That was ridiculous. I saw that live, and I was like, what?
And we're going to come back to the Miami
Okay.
Heat in just a moment.
So, sorry. No NBA team playoff history has ever come back. All the way
Except
back
till
from
now.
From a 3-0 deficit.
Till
But
now.
3
Till,
teams.
Been done.
till 2023. And if anybody wants to bet against...
So, 3 teams has
Boston-
come close, but have not won.
No.
Okay.
No
okay.
one has.
Does anybody have money on Miami to pull it off?
I don't have money at all.
Well, if you say you did, would you put your money on Miami?
No, I needed to eat.
God damn it, I just said it doesn't matter.
No.
Well,
if it doesn't matter, all the money will be on Boston,
Yep.
which means Vegas will win by betting on Miami.
I
What
agree.
I'm asking is, who's going to win?
Miami's gonna win.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No.
No.
So you
They're
wanna
gonna
bet? You
win
wanna bet?
because of the fact that
Let's bet.
history
$100.
said no, not bad.
$20.
$20.
All right, $20. I got the Boston,
And it's on film.
and he's got Miami.
Twice.
I know he has history on his side, but history is about to be broken.
History said
History is about to be
Yeah, it's
broken.
You
You're
can-
right. You got
you-
history on your side.
no.
You can break
I
history.
got.
We're back live here at SOFE, Season Over Fire Everyone, where we only 80% of the time call for people to get fired. Actually, we actually
I thought
don't
we
do
were
that
90%.
as much. 90%? Well, we'll see where things go after the series. Spider-Man, I want to ask your opinion on what just transpired here between the Celtics and the Heat.
Unexpected. I mean, given the fact that
Use your real voice, Spider-Man.
he had, a Filipino Spider-Man's Filipino, by the way. Sorry, I'm sure. But 3-0. I mean, 0-3-0, and to come back, and no words. But if we based on cycle, based on Buttman Chewbacca, we'll say, I say, it's a cycle. Miami was hot first 3 games. Celtics got hot first 3 games. We're talking about cycle. Possibly Miami takes it, but we know momentum-wise, it's Boston. So I'm kind of tied, but if I was to hold over some way things be going, I want to say Miami. Miami takes it. Game 7.
Monday night, everyone. We'll see if history is going to be made up in Boston. Want to come back to the Nuggets and the Lakers series and ended a couple days ago.
That was like 2 months ago.
And by a couple of days ago, I mean 2 months ago.
Yeah, thank
A couple of weeks.
Denver, of course, headed to the NBA Finals for the first time. And here's my issue. I was going to save this for the Skillz on Pills segment for later on, but I'm going to bring it up now because I want to hear everyone's opinion on it, not just my own. When ESPN goes right away after 4 seconds of letting the Nuggets celebrate on the court after sweeping the Lakers, and then 4 seconds after that they cut to LeBron James and the rest of the Lakers pouting and walking through the locker room for basically the rest of that live segment or whatever. Why do we feel like everyone wants to watch the losing team, the underdog even, in defeat, rather than watch the Nuggets who just made history, franchise history, watch them celebrate? Maybe they want to watch themselves celebrate later on. That's something that really bothered me. I want to know what you guys think. We'll start with you, Bo.
Because it's not about winning or losing. It's about LeBron. No matter who it is, it's LeBron. That's what brings the money in. And that's what brings everyone's attention at.
Even in defeat.
Even in defeat. It's about LeBron. It's not about... Even if the Denver Nuggets win the game, it's about going to retire. Is he going to get traded to a team? That's what news is about right now.
Please continue, Bob. Sorry, I thought you were done.
No, and that's what I think what it is.
Okay, Slorebag, get in the shot first of all. What are your thoughts on the whole focus on the losing team rather than the celebrating team on the court?
Well, just like Bo Jackson said, it's all about LeBron.
That's right.
And if the Joker wins the championship, they'll still talk more about LeBron and where he's going than Joker winning a championship.
Yep.
Because, it doesn't matter who's coming out of the East. They can't beat the Nuggets. And so Joker's winning a championship, but all the talk is about, where's LeBron going? Zooby-dooby-doo!
Yep.
Ruby-dooby-doo! Where's he going? La 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 la!
And I just thought of a great nickname for our boy John, Doc. You'll be known as Doc for the rest of this segment. Your thoughts? I mean, are we to the point now where we're going to have more interest in what LeBron James, what bath tissue he uses when he drops a deuce, more than the Denver Nuggets making franchise history?
Yes, I want to say it's because
it's
what drives the NBA viewing, correct? Because again, we see some series where people are saying, and there's a documentary that could probably possibly prove this, that sometimes games go to Game 7 is because of referees, right?
Right.
No disrespect to what the Miami Heat and Celtics are doing right now. It seems like it's been a good officiation, but a lot of it has been talked about officiating going against it, and that makes money, right?
Yep.
Now, if we were to ask, there's 4 of us. If you hear Denver Nugget versus LeBron James, what's going to come up first?
Nuggets.
LeBron James.
Pretty much.
LeBron James. So 4 out of 1. He's lying because of the math. He thought of LeBron James.
I thought you were asking who I was picking.
No, I'm saying
not
the
about
first.
winning or losing. It's about
What comes to mind first?
LeBron
James.
There was like they watch what he's when he changes his oil, when he takes a poop,
Right.
when he takes out his trash, like what kind of underwear he wears, like that. What the man, that's all it is.
Well, I mean, given that
LeBron suckers,
exactly.
Man.
So, given to this hater right here, I mean, no, I can't say hater, but given to what he just said,
I'm
obviously,
because he's a Lakers fan. See, the
No.
truth comes out. The truth comes out. The truth shall set you free.
No, but just making my point is, when I said what comes to mind for Denver LeBron, you've been talking about LeBron for the past 10 seconds. So, with that said, it just shows.
Media loves LeBron.
Again, and that's how I think currently what's getting media to do work, and what's money to bring it in. Because again, let's say Denver, if Denver did pull it out, would the media be around Denver?
I doubt it.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
I'll give you proof. The media never says anything about the 2020 championship that the Lakers and LeBron won.
Because it's a public game.
That's what I'm saying. If any other team had won that, they'd always be talking about an asterisk or it was a bubble. But no, the whole media legitimizes that championship. And nobody ever says anything about it. It makes me sick.
Do you think the media talks about the worst first championship because it was a short series?
Yeah, no, they talk about the Warriors and how they got lucky all the time. But they never talk about how LeBron got lucky in 2020 when it was just a bubble and like nobody knew what the was going on. or
League.
like it's
Or
just,
nobody talks about LeBron when he joined with Dwayne Wade and Chris
yeah,
Paul.
well, yeah, exactly. But
To
no,
win his first chip.
but then they talk about the Warriors and Durant
Skillz.
came here, like whatever.
As we
man.
hear them talk, I'm gonna say as we hear them talk, right? I think answer the question. LeBron dominates the media.
Yeah.
And what is NBA
Yep.
one more?
He's the face of the franchise. That's
He's the face of the league.
That's right.
What I fear.
But see, this is the thing. A lot of people don't like LeBron. That's what I don't get. Even the Lakers fans don't like LeBron.
Well, let me,
So
you know,
I think he has naked pictures of the what's it,
commissioner.
of him and his wife doing it or something, because it doesn't make any sense. A lot of people don't like LeBron, but yet he's basically the commissioner of the league.
He's the king.
I fear that we're headed down one of two roads, and either one of those roads is the lesser of two evils, which is LeBron is going to hit us with another decision special as he ponders retirement or free agency or a trade to the Warriors or whoever. I fear that that's going to be coming up in the next coming weeks or months. And the other thing I fear is that we're going to be, and just to touch on a little bit what Slorebag was saying, we're going to be in the NBA Finals where it's between the Denver Nuggets and the Heat, or the Denver Nuggets and the Celtics.
No, it's the Heat.
Okay, let's say Heat.
No,
whatever.
it's
We're going to.
We bet
Hey, shut-
you owe me $20.
Hey, you drunkard, shut up. We're going to be up to our neck in the NBA Finals, and what's going to happen is they're going to cut into these finals to report that LeBron James got a paper cut.
Yes, exactly.
They're going to break through like they did in the '94 finals when OJ was chasing being chased by the police, and that's just the way the league is on LeBron's things and nuts and all that stuff, and it's a problem.
It's gonna be like this. LeBron had his a meeting with his agent, and it was at the same restaurant that's owned by the Lakers or this other team. Like they're just gonna come out with all this because the media has nothing to talk about, and they suck. They don't keep it real like us. We are the media. You guys should listen to us. We keep it real.
With two E's, not just.
And we have no bias other than to the Warriors. But since the Warriors are out, we're being totally unbiased and rational.
And Slorebag brings us back to the Warriors, which is going to be the next point of discussion here.
Woo!
Fire everybody.
LeBron is rumored to be headed to play with two people he said on record he's wanted to play with, Draymond Green and Steph Curry. That's one of the rumors as being tossed around, as you know, along with his retirement, or is he going to take a year off, wait
He's
for
not gonna
his son to
retire.
come out? And Bo, we'll start with you. You are a longtime we're all longtime Warriors fans.
Yes.
Well, Doc pretends to be, but you know he doesn't like it. So
Just to be clear, I'm a Yay area kid, forever will be, but I do live in SoCal.
That's
So I
why
want to
we
be
can't
very
trust
clear.
We can't trust
I grew up
anything.
with
It doesn't matter.
oh sorry, with my friends, and I protect them all the time. If they say I don't, I'm gonna beat their. I love
Ash is
them.
okay. Ash is okay.
I love them.
Once he went to SoCal, we can't trust him.
He's a Lakers fan.
If you're not familiar with this show, you got to know that we love each other, and we show that by disrespecting
He's
each other.
got
all
a
the time.
LeBron jersey.
Threats,
Yes.
insults.
Yes.
Some of our favorites are "Go to
It's
Hell,"
three against one.
"I Hate You,"
He's not.
"These Nuts," "Kiss My Butt,"
right.
"Shut Up," and so on and so forth, and down the line. So just be prepared for. "You're an idiot" is also one we use a lot.
Yeah,
We
So-
never say that to each other. We're
thinking-
cordial. We're cordial.
we only say that to one. That's
cordial.
it.
Well,
Just
you're
one.
on crack. How about that? That's one we use instead. You're on crack. Bo, longtime Warriors fan. Would you welcome a trade of LeBron to the Warriors? And if so, who would you be willing to part with?
No! I will not welcome LeBron to the Warriors. Because that kind of like screws up their fifth championship. Where it's always going to be questioned in terms of, is it LeBron that made him win the championship or was it Curry? I'm not going through that shit anymore with Durant and so forth. So for me, no LeBron. He should stay with the Lakers. For me, get Jared Jack from the Memphis Grizzlies. And I would trade
Oh, you heard it.
And I would trade Kuminga for him.
Jaren Jackson, you mean?
That's right.
Okay. Because Jared Jack was a whole different guy. No.
Jared, yeah. That guy from Memphis. I would,
Hey, he had an awesome pass to Draymond by then to get that win in
That's right.
Miami.
And
Yeah.
he was
Sorry,
defensive
Miami.
player
No
of
way,
the
but
year. He gives you size, blocking, and he gives you perimeter.
He does. And
Thank you, Chewbacca. That was very insightful.
Thank you.
not bad. Slorebag. Same topic. I want to ask you this. I want to twist it this way. Do you feel? I'm going to ask you to get inside Steph Curry for a minute.
Ooh, really?
All bad. All bad. You want to inside Steph Curry?
I mean, hey, Curry, call me. You better call Curry. Hey, I'm not gonna say none of that.
All identification, all identifier is well respected with this channel. Just want to put that out there, okay?
Wrong in this podcast.
Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why would you say something like that?
Get inside his head.
Yeah, I'll get inside something. Yeah.
Again,
4K.
I just want to be the disclosure of all identifiers, regardless of what it is welcome and respected
He's
by
right.
this channel.
Doc is correct.
right.
What the hell is he
Yes.
talking about?
And if Doc
This
was
guy, he
correct
just
on the
messes up
phrasing,
everything, man.
So,
Did you have a question for me? Or
Yes,
you
your
just want me to
question
get inside of Curry?
Get inside Curry.
get in his mind for a
Yes,
moment.
I will do it.
All right. Would you accept? Would it be the same for you to win another title unless it was with your same crew you've always run with Green and Clay?
No,
So
because they can't win a title with those three.
would
They
you
need another superstar, and I don't care who it is. I care more about titles than who it is. So whether it's KD or LeBron or Jeremy Lin for Dan, or
Superstar.
well, we know whatever. We know Dan thinks Jeremy Lin's a superstar, even though he never was. But you know what?
Yeah,
New York,
The
New
point
York,
is,
New York begs the difference.
other than Curry, I will trade anyone for a superstar that'll win us a chip. I don't care if it's Clay, Green, Poole, all of them. I just want a chip.
A chocolate chip?
With Curry, that's it. As long as Curry gets 5 or 6, that's all I care about. Everybody else is dispensable.
So you don't think that Curry would mind winning another title even if it wasn't with?
No,
Clay and Green?
that's what he says, but of course he cares about chips. He cares about his legacy. If he didn't, he would take a pay cut, but we know he's not gonna. So now we gotta trade everybody to give him that number 2.
Now, Doc, I'll ask you. I'll ask you to pretend to be either Bob Myers or whoever ends up being the general manager of the Warriors.
Bob Myers sucks.
Would you?
Bob Myers sucks.
willing? Let's say you did want LeBron on your team.
Okay.
Who would you be willing to part with, and who would you absolutely want to part with from this current roster?
Jordan Poole.
Okay, I'm gonna get with the last part. The last question is kind of a tricky one, but there you go. The first part.
Okay.
Who would I want? Okay, I mean, I know a lot of them. People are calling Jaren Jackson from Memphis, right?
LeBron.
Okay, or LeBron over here. For me, I honestly think they should be looking at ways to get Miles Turner. I did have this. I did have this. I had this with Bo over here, and he had a point, right? Injury prone.
Miles Turner, the big man from the Indiana.
From
Pacers,
Indiana,
those seasons
yes, from Indiana. Okay, but what has shown in order for Kerr's offense to work was having that big man that could pass, which you had Bogut at the time, right?
And
now,
score,
can you imagine?
score.
Yeah, and a score and a threat. But can you imagine this big man shooting a 3? How much it would open each play, elevator play, the triangle play, the multi screen or the double action play,
The drag screen.
drag screen off that.
Yeah.
Okay, pick and roll, Draymond, high Wiggins pick and roll. Draymond gets to the bucket, they follow the bucket. Miles Turner is there all day.
So, well, I know she mentioned Wiggins in there. So, if Turner's coming to the Warriors in a trade, you don't think Wiggins is going to have to be part of the return? You think he's?
I think there's going to be enough between Jordan Poole, Kuminga, and draft picks to make that salary work. Moody, no.
Moody's not
I don't
someone I'd
think.
want to part
No. I don't think. I think they keep Moody as one. We know a declining Clay.
If Pacers ask for Moody, would you give him up?
Ooh,
Turner.
for Turner, I'm giving up. I'll ask for maybe.
He needs to be back.
Because the thing is, he showed he can play in the playoffs. That's the only thing.
Yes, but you would need.
Back. You need Turner.
You need.
I don't know
Who came off the bench for
Halliburton.
Who you thinking of?
no because he was one of
Let's
the
get
guard.
Turner and Halle.
Then you're giving up more.
That's like
Then you're giving up Poole, Kuminga,
Yeah.
Moses,
Plus draft picks for both of
and
them.
probably draft picks for. I think that's too much just for those two.
I would do it.
Because you don't need Albert. Because you'll have a develop again. I know this season probably was hard, but you'll probably have a developed and healthy PBJ
No, come on. Halliburton's light years ahead of him.
Halliburton's light years.
Well, he's
Well, yeah, right.
Because
If I could get Turner and Halliburton for like a bunch of players and draft picks, I would do it.
But you're only
Halliburton was not going to play second fiddle for Curry.
Exactly.
He's not going to come off the
And
bench.
or
You don't think so?
also,
I think
how many years will he actually sign for it? What can we get agreement for him?
Listen to what I said. I don't care about all that. I care about winning one or two more. I don't care about the future.
But then,
because they're gonna suck no matter what. Like this is all gonna end. It's how.
Right.
It's what can you do before it ends. And my theory is you go all in for as long as you can, and then after that you're gonna suck for 10 years or 20 years. But that's okay because you won.
But this is I think this is
you
the way
won
you
5 or 6
avoid that.
championships.
This is the way we avoid that, right?
Yeah,
But if we
nobody
go
says.
we're going for chips, yes, absolutely.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
And while we're on the topic of Miles Turner, I'd like to take a couple seconds here to say rest in peace to his aunt Tina Turner, the great legendary singer who passed away a few days ago. I don't know, at age 83. One of the 80s superstars.
That's racist.
Not if they have the same last name.
Doesn't mean they're related.
Whatever. We always call Ryan Bonilla and Bobby Bonilla. When's Bobby Bonilla going to give you some of his $1 million?
We never said they were related.
Never.
But anyway, rest in peace, Tina.
Racism is not good, kids. Say no to racism. I don't do it.
Okay, let's move on from the finals there. And I want to talk about a retirement that went down this week between one of the all-time great scorers of our time.
Can we get another shot?
And of any time. Carmelo Anthony called it a career after 19 NBA seasons. Most of those spent with the Denver Nuggets and New York Knicks. There's
a shot glass.
interesting fact about Carmelo that I did not know about. When he was traded from the Knicks to, or was it from the Thunder to the Hawks, and then the Hawks quickly moved him over to Houston, I believe it was. He never played for the Hawks, but he asked the general manager for a jersey with his name on it and his number, just a regular jersey, as if he wanted to play for the team. I thought that was an interesting fact about Carmelo Anthony. And another interesting fact about Carmelo Anthony is Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant, always spoke very highly of him. And that goes a long way with me. And I just want to know your thoughts. We'll start with you, Doc, on on Carmelo retiring after 19 years. Bo will come to you next.
Kobe, RIP, one of the best players ever. Just want to say, exclamation mark. He agreed with me. He agreed with me. But Melo Anthony, oh my God, jab, step, jump shot, best in the game. Best in the game. I just wish I would like to have seen him thrive with a good core around him. Not saying the Knicks weren't everything, but if he had that core around him, it would have been every playoff game, probably even possible finals, semifinals, or even championship would have been different if we were to get to really see him play and actually at his prime time. But again, one of the best ever that have that jab step. Again, I guess guy that likes to shoot. Jab step shoot has been one of my favorite moves to go to.
You gotta go.
Even though I make 1 out of 87, but but having that and just seeing that how perfect again, it will be missed because again you see people taking 27, 30 footers more than you ever taking people seeing a 16-footer with a jab set and a fadeaway shot.
Warriors don't even know what a jab set is.
Well, again, you have this one that already shows it. But again, Melo, congrats, wonderful career. Again, sorry I said Melo before even who was the Melo?
Fat Melo, you think?
No, Melo, Charlotte, great player also.
Melo Ball.
Yeah. I know they call him Melo too, right?
Not really.
But
there's only one Melo. That's Carmelo.
Carmelo, guys, just want to put it out there. No disrespect to Melo from LaMelo Ball, but again, Carmelo, jab, step, jump shot, beautiful than ever.
Bo, we'll ask you. Now, Carmelo Anthony wore number 15 in all his years with Denver, which is now obviously worn by Nikola Jokic. Jokic is a 2-time most valuable player in the league. Melo is one of the all-time great scorers of the league. If their careers were to both end today, let's say Jokic, for whatever reason, just decided he didn't want to play in the NBA Finals and just went back to Europe, who out of those two of Denver Nuggets is the best number 15?
Joker.
Tell us why.
It's not even a matter of dispute because he brings his team to a different level. He's a triple threat, a triple-double almost every single game. He can score from down low, score from up top. He can pass the ball, and he can do multiple ways of beating you.
Well, tell us your thoughts.
Carmelo, on the other hand, is a one-trick pony, which is an offensive player who can score offensively, but defensively you can't consider him as a good defensive player or a team player for what it's worth, because when Jeremy Lin was doing well, he came in and screwed all of that. Is how I see it. So for me, you know what? Joker is, if you see him play, the kid can play lights out. Like, literally, he's unstoppable in the block. He can pass among any great point guards you've seen there is. For a center, that's hard to say.
If the Warriors get something like that, we'll be undefeated for the next 6 years. Just saying.
Not even a question.
Well, let me ask you this then, Bo. Because I like when your pinup anger comes out. It's hilarious and it's also cathartic for you
We
too.
should fire Kerr.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Fire Kerr Myers.
Now, Carmelo Anthony was drafted
Jordan
in 2003.
Poole is going to drown in his own game.
In 2010, Bill Simmons wrote the Book of Basketball, and at the end of the book was his pyramid of 96 all-time players in league history. And I want to, Carmelo Anthony at that time had been in the league for 7-8 years, was not on that list already.
Yeah.
Do you feel that was a slight, or do you feel he was not ready to be on that list?
He's not ready to be on the list. I don't think anyone is ready to be on the list unless they can climb a certain hurdle where they can get past their game and win the chip. Because I think with Carmelo, as good as he is offensively, as he is,
terrible.
I'm not gonna doubt his offensive skills.
He sucks on
He can
defense.
score, but we have so many scorers. Can he get over the hump? Can he be a winner? You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he can get past that.
Yeah.
I think
No,
there's
just
certain
go. We're not
players
watching.
where
Go watch this.
they get so stuck in terms of being the one, being the superstar, being the one who scores the
You guys
most
met
points,
Chewbacca?
being the one where
Just ask.
they get so many points where they have to be the one who wins the game for them, that if he can't get past that, I don't consider him as a winner. I really don't, because when, like I said, when he played for the Knicks and Lynn was there and everything was going well, what did he do? He up. He really did, because he wanted the ball in his hands and go in the ISO game when
Your dad put
the ball was getting passed around and was moving around and was working. And he can't get past that. And there's a lot of players who can't do that.
Strong words.
That's right.
Strong words
And
from a strange-looking man.
Fire Kerr.
Sir Slorebag, let me ask you. Do you remember the infamous fight between Carmelo, the New York Knick, against the Denver Nuggets when he threw the punch, I forget who threw the punch at, and then backpedaled all the way to the other side of the court and drew tons of criticism for days on all the talk shows after that. And I want to know, if you're a Hall of Fame voter or if you're even a fan of Carmelo Anthony, was that something that you think is something that should be part of his defining legacy, or is that something that he did enough later on that we should not be talking about it at all anymore?
I don't know if we should define him. The point is, he's not Hall of Famer. He was an oversized Jordan Poole that, like, basically, as Bo was talking, I was like, he's describing Jordan Poole, but Carmelo's bigger. A guy that's not a team player, that's on the ball, that, like, great, he's off, like, when he's on, great offensive wizard, right? But like, he contributes nothing on the other end. That's how he never won a championship. And that's why Poole never won a championship without the Warriors. And so as big-headed as Poole thinks he is, he didn't win because defense. You need defense in the playoffs. And as it showed, didn't play in the playoffs. His doesn't even know how to play defense. So I'm just saying, like, and Carmelo's the same way. Like, great, you have all these points. You have all these points. Great job. Great job. Think about, he would trade all those points for one championship. He would. And don't tell me about the gold medals, because we all know. But the point is, like, Carmelo is a great offensive player, but he's like a person that you should not aim to be. Like,
You wouldn't build a team around him.
No, he's a ball hog, selfish person that doesn't play defense. And so, like, great, you're gonna score these points, but you know what? You ain't gonna win. I will say this about LeBron: the guy, he's the all-time points leader, right? But when he wants to, he can play some good defense, as we know, as Warriors fans. Like, that block on Iggy will live in infamy, and it haunts me to this day.
Yeah,
and that was a beast of a play. Like, he literally flew from the other side of the court and blocked it, and that changed everything. And he's done it all his career. So, like, you got to play both ends of the floor, and I don't like celebrating one-way players.
Well, this tribute to Carmelo Anthony did not go in the direction I thought it would.
Nope.
Hopefully he
Why
is.
is Michael Jordan the best of all time?
Because the fuck is the coach?
Because he can't be stopped offensively,
Because
and he will shut you down.
And that brings me to
I guarantee you, Michael Jordan will shut anybody. I don't care if it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, anybody in the world. When he wants to win, he's going to shut you down.
Yeah, well, we agree on no one was comparing Carmelo to Michael Jordan.
I'm just saying right
We
now.
weren't even
But
going there.
the point is, like, I don't like one-way players, and so freaking Harden, Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, all these great. You have all these offensive stats. You ain't got no chips because you ain't got no defense. That's why. Think about it. It's a logical. Even Curry can play defense halfway decent when he wants.
We get right to the heart. I'm not sure I understand Slore's position on Carmelo. Maybe we should talk about it further, but no, we won't. Speaking of Michael Jordan, and this
Hey, bro.
this is something that makes me sad. I want to bring this point up because
Hey, bro.
Slore, we're on the air.
I know, but I need to.
What about Michael Jordan?
Okay, fine.
We watched Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen lead the Bulls to 6 championships over an 8-year stretch in the 90s, and
It would have been 8 in a row if he
All
had
right.
gone to.
I'm listening.
could have been 8 in a row. We'll never know for sure, but
It was
Slorebag
for
is
sure.
probably right.
Right.
And we watched them.
Nobody denies it.
We watched them do very special things, and to watch where that relationship has turned today is sad. It would be like one day, 20 years from now, watching Stephen Curry and
You know
Klay
why,
Thompson go
right?
at it. Oh, we all know why. It doesn't.
Wait. No. Do you know why?
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's Scottie is going through some horrible things in his personal life. He's choosing to take a lot of it out on Michael Jordan.
But what specifically is he going through?
Well, he had his wife do some not so nice things behind his back.
Who's his wife dating now?
I have no idea.
Beasley.
No, his wife, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife is dating Michael Jordan's son.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't need gossip.
Why?
I
It's
don't know.
obvious. That's why he's talking all this smack. Why do you think?
Because this is sad to me.
Until this happened, he always praised Jordan. Even in the
And vice
last,
versa.
even in the last dance, which is 2020, he praised Jordan, right?
And vice versa.
Right? Yeah.
Is that my
But as soon as his son started dating his
Is that
ex-wife,
my coat?
he turned a 180.
And not only that,
It's
but
so obvious.
Scottie lost another son to.
That's not even the point.
And well, the thing is, it doesn't justify anything he's doing and saying. But when you lose a child, it's going to bring out.
No,
All
but
kinds of stuff.
can we say it's
Spicy.
obvious that he's just jealous that Michael Jordan wins again?
But that's no doubt playing a role. That's no doubt.
What
playing
is
a role.
this?
It's spicy.
No,
You have to take out the
Viewers,
plastic
we are
first.
we're getting treats
Cheers.
as we
Angela, can you pass me the coke?
as we perform. We are getting treats in the form
No,
of
there's nothing
shots,
in
in the
there.
form
Yeah,
of
my
candies,
Yeah, I'll get you a new one.
and it's just sad to me to watch what happened to their relationship, and hopefully before and
But how can you say their relationship was any good to begin with?
well, they
Yeah.
weren't enemies, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it doesn't
They
mean
could,
they
at least
were
be in the
good.
same, they could at least be in the same room together. Now we'll never get another Dream Team reunion. That's what I'm saying. One of my favorite memories.
But do you consider
Watching the Dream
Scottie
Team reunion.
Pippen as an actual dream team?
Well, he was on the Dream Team.
It doesn't matter. Do you consider
I think
Scottie
he
Pippen
is.
as a dream team?
He was one of the best 12 players in the league at the time, in my opinion.
Tamarindo?
Or 11, I should say. Remember, they picked the college.
Was he
team.
better than Isaiah
Oh,
Thomas?
it's spicy!
No,
Oh!
Exactly.
no.
But do you understand why Isaiah Thomas wasn't part of the dream team?
I do, everyone knows Isaiah Thomas is on the Dream Team because
That's
led
what I
by
say.
Jordan, everybody hated him.
Michael Jordan hated him.
Yes.
But doesn't mean that Scottie Pippen is the best 12.
Angela?
Because Isaiah Thomas wasn't even part of the dream
It's
team.
spicy!
But my point is,
Ah!
if,
And you have soda?
if Isaiah Thomas hadn't put on the Dream Team,
Nice! Give me another one.
Drexler to me is the guy who gets left
That's
off,
right.
not Pippen. So Pippen's going to be on that team either way.
Yeah.
But in any event, you get my point though. And then Doc, your thoughts on the Jordan?
What the heck is
fall?
this? Is this poison?
The collapse of their relationship.
Sis, can I get one too? No, it's hard. Okay, just
Oh.
try to understand. I mean, because you could go both ways, right? Like
spicy.
said,
Hurt my
like
tongue.
they had the most ultimate chemistry on the basketball court,
What's this?
and we see as fans automatically
Is
think
this spicy?
to have that type of chemistry
That's right.
But I don't
Right?
trust you now.
off the court. That means you got to be on point,
Alright, I'll try this one.
right? So hard to see in my sense, but
One shot.
Use the Curry Thompson comparison.
yeah,
What the heck is
If 30 years
this?
from now they ended up,
it's hard because we're accustomed to greatness. We focused our mind on greatness between the two that
It's like-
we have never prepared ourselves to see a downfall between the two.
It's so good,
and,
man.
Right?
we're willing to accept when there's superstars who don't get along. And
Absolutely.
if we know it from the start, like in the case of, let's say, Larry Bird and Kevin McHale, or let's
Oh
say
my God.
Kyrie and LeBron.
Kyrie and LeBron, they had their issues. We can bring it on down to what's another good example? These weren't superstars.
Jay
but
Rich and Baron Davis. I
Spreewell
brought it
and Tim Hardaway for the Warriors,
Or even Spreewell and Don Nelson.
and even that. To watch, if we know where they stand from the beginning, it's one thing. But then to watch a friendship deteriorate right before our eyes, even maybe they weren't like best friends, they weren't like each other's best, best men at weddings or whatever.
Let me put it in context. If on your rookie season, you're either gonna make $160 million or make zero, where does the friendship come into line?
That's a good point. That's a good point and a good question.
But then why did he ask for him back though when he was already
Because
gone?
he's a good role player who played the defense, and that's something the Bulls could never have. Is if you look at their dynamic in terms of what they had, and you look at where the NBA was at the time, is that the Bulls were never known for a team to have a center, right?
Never had a.
They
good
had a decent power forward who could rebound, and they have a
The-
two guard who can play small forward or play the shooting guard and basically shut them down.
Longley was their best. Center.
What Michael Jordan needed was a team who could play the defensive end while he carries them offensively, because his brand, like, you can't compare him with the Curry, because his brand started right at his rookie season when he was drafted. And if you look at it that standpoint, and knowing the fact that he has so much on the line that he can never be past greatness,
Right.
that there's nothing below that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at Jordan from where he stands at that standpoint, from what his mother said to wherever he was, is that his expectation compared to any other NBA player was way, way above to anyone you would expect to come out of the college years. That's how I see
Can you
it.
give him the?
Yeah.
Remember, he makes a good point because
Can you give it to your
the movie Air
Yeah.
supposed to be
It's huge.
inspired by a true story, right?
Yep.
It is a true story.
You know,
See that
so
movie. Everyone I know says it's a great.
Actually,
It's
no,
a
it
great
is
movie.
absolutely
Even if you're not a
great.
basketball
So we all know at that point Jordan was at number one,
No, he
but
was
at the
number
point,
3.
but already at that point when Nike decided to do that, he was already number one.
Right.
Where he's at,
Right.
right?
And
So-
and the way his mother conveyed everything is that he's gonna be your defensive player and your offensive player. And during that time, there was no such thing. And
No
for
such
me,
thing.
when someone is doing something outside of your norm, it's so freaking rare. in
He
terms
won
of it.
Defensive Player of the Year multiple times.
Exactly.
Right?
But nobody does that.
Nobody.
Nobody can score your 30 plus points and stop the other side of the basket.
Was he defensive player,
And-
defensive, or
Yeah, he
first
did it.
team?
At least once. He won at least once.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
It's-
twice.
It's very rare for a player to be at that level.
Oh,
And for me, when you see that, it's
no,
like,
who else can do it?
hands down. No one.
Exactly.
No, Jans can do it.
He
can do it.
Did he win offense though?
He can win defensive, but he can win MVP. And be the scoring title. The way he plays.
can. The way he plays, yeah.
But
way he
has he
plays.
done it? Has he done it?
I don't think he has.
No, but Jordan did.
Okay.
Didn't that hold on, the MVP season that he won?
He won
He won.
DPOY, but I
And he
don't think he
won-
won the scoring championship.
At least.
Who was number one in that?
I
He
think it was
was.
Curry. I could be wrong.
Okay, we
You
have
might be right.
we have just a few minutes left of the show. I want to take a couple minutes to thank our producer. You can't see her on camera right now. Our producer April, aka Button, for helping me put these banners up, which were provided by
That's
Bo.
a terrible nickname. That's a new nickname.
Love them. Thank you so much for.
That's why you have Bo and Button. Just want to connect the two.
Jordan's is the best. Nobody can touch him.
Well, thank my niece.
It would have been 8 in a row. 8 in a row if you hadn't taken time off.
This fool said 8 in a row, by the way.
Yeah.
I meant the 2 missing ones.
Remember,
8 in a row.
watching.
Yeah.
Hey, he's watching us, y'all.
And I know you guys are going to talk about Bill Russell and his 11, but that was before the league got really integrated, so it doesn't count.
All right,
So when the league was integrated, nobody has ever done back. No, no other person has done 3-peats twice.
Eras
And it would have been an AP. It would have been an AP.
Eras don't change the game.
All right, we've moved. We're moving on, people.
No,
all right,
no.
So I also want to give production credit, thanks to my daughter Josie at home for helping me test the equipment for all the good it did.
There we go. Thank you.
Managed to screw it up. Production credit to my niece Angela, who's off camera right now. Thank you
Yes.
for your help.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
Could not have done it without everyone's help. But I want to, and even though my cohorts here are not at peak performance,
We are. We are the
out.
best.
Nice shade.
This is the best
I'm gonna get a haircut
performance.
for this guy.
Ah! Biker.
What are you talking about? We had insightful information. It was all analytical, and it all made sense. What do you want more?
You said that to make you mad.
Shut the hell up.
You shut the hell up.
No, you
want some?
let's go. Come at me, bro.
You better hold me back,
Come at me,
bro.
bro.
You better hold me back. Hold me back. Hold me back.
I hold you together.
That was awesome, guys.
Last 3 things I want to bring up before we shut down for today. DeAndre Hopkins cut by the Arizona Cardinals. One rumor hasn't come.
Trade Clay for Hopkins.
He
Trade
might
Clay.
go to the Chiefs. That's the rumor that's coming out.
Hey, I'll trade Hopkins over Clay.
The only way
Stop
he
it.
goes to the Chiefs is if Arizona cuts him. And now it's an opportunity.
Jordan Poole could go to the
Patrick
Chiefs
Mahomes gets
to pick up the referee's
It's
flags.
over.
Don't even play the
field.
season.
Don't even play.
There's no point.
There is no point.
There's no. The league needs to block this.
Hopkins, when healthy, can catch 110 balls a year as he did.
And the crazy part, he'll catch it at the 0-yard line. It's not giving you plus yards.
You cannot put Hopkins and Mahomes together. That's like putting Jerry Rice and Joe Montana together.
I know, that's insane.
And
Good thing no one ever did it.
I think that worked for a little bit. No?
Exactly that.
Just
It would be the same result.
We only accept
brought
it
that team up too early.
Niners.
And then longtime Denver Broncos kicker Brandon McManus was cut yesterday. And why? Does anyone here know why that is significant?
No.
Who?
Who cares about kickers?
I'm going somewhere with this.
But does he
Brandon
beat? Does he beat the when Janikowski was kicked out the team?
No. No, he was cut from Denver. I don't think he's ever played for anyone else.
No, but the longest kicker, right? So is Janikowski for the Raiders?
Well, Janikowski's been gone for a few years now.
Who cares about McInnes?
Yeah, it's because he has anus.
I think his last year was 17 with the Raiders.
But he was there. Wow. I mean, okay. I'm just talking about because of
McManus
longevity.
had 9 years with Denver. McManus was the last remaining member of Denver's last Super Bowl winning team.
Last name has anus.
Oh.
And at the risk of losing my 3 co-hosts here, I'm going to end the show with a little baseball talk.
Oh.
Giants.
Giants defeated Milwaukee 15-1 yesterday. And in that game, Milwaukee shortstop William
Was
Thomas
anybody there? It doesn't count.
was hit in the head by a foul ball in the dugout.
If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's ever witnessed it, does it really fall? No, it doesn't.
If you think of the A's, the Giants are not the ones that's moving.
They will be.
People actually go to
What's-
Giants games.
What's
they
their,
don't.
what's their current place in the terms of the division?
They were second place as of entering today.
So that means they still suck.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the poor Milwaukee Brewer hitting the head by a line drive in a dugout.
I missed that part.
Yes, because as soon as I said Giants,
Yeah.
you all just went off.
Well,
Hey.
Oh, guys, by the
we appear to
way.
have touched the nerve.
Hold on, hold on, let's be clear. He sits behind the desk.
This has been Season Over Fire Everyone Sports Show with your boys Skillz, Bo,
Fire
Sir Slorebag,
everybody.
special guest star Doc on the end.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much for joining us and putting
Let's
up with
go.
us. Sorry for all the editing and all the starting and stopping there's going to be in this video and all the bleeps. But hey, you don't want to hear what I just heard. See y'all later.
What are you
Peace
talking
out.
about? I just.
Good night,
want the
guys.
truth.
Good job.
Bye.